Assalamualaikum. Welcome back. Another day of me trying to do things that I am not 100% sure. Okay. Build an example scene for the tool that shows a character the player can use to try it out. Not sure how this ends up working. Asset library. Let's see. Tools. Demo. Hmm. There's a lot of tools, but not like any demos or anything. So I'm not sure how it's gonna end up. Okay, okay, so the asset store here, phantom camera, I have that on a different project. To do manager, not that one, but sure. Are you serious? They're making Blender inside of Godot. Okay. Cool. Oh, they even got a Discord login. Wow. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what to technically make. Huh? Huh? Uh, sorry, right now, delete this one. Okay. Making a test player. Let's rename this to example. Okay. And so let's give it 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Simple move. Complex move. Move. Off. I spelled off actually. Sorry, off avatar. PH, okay. TOPH will. But not exactly. Okay. Okay, and then okay. Child node spawn object. I need to make a new scene. Also, I need to add a projectile. I'm going to say attach to entity max life span 10. Respawns off. If I want to give it a sprite. No, I'll do it with the spawn object. Spawn object 1, and maybe 2. My This one I'll add an animation to. So tween, animation stuff, add 2, maybe 3. Dash part 1, animation resource, smoothing curve, constant velocity, displacement 100, negative 200. Okay. Move list. Light kick. We'll add simple move. Quarter circle forward. Light kick. We'll add a complex move. I should have been recording this. Okay, technically I am kind of recording this. I guess, but I'm not like narrating over this. So I'll kind of do a bit more narration now. Okay. Then for the last move, I'm going to add. Maybe I'll just do a voiceover. Then for the last move, I am going to put on a what? The back ones don't work very well because I turn around too fast. I'll go forward up. Okay. Now my question is, how do I want to do the backs, actually? That's kind of like... I think, okay, so I believe I wanted a lock-on system that makes the player just look in the direction of the thing that's trying to kill. The other option is there's an input for turning around, which I don't know. I'm going to consult, since there's no one in chat to tell me. So I have a problem of not knowing how I want my player to turn around and affect the is facing right tool as special moves that are order circle back would turn on frame 1 as I have it currently, but I also want fast locking when turning. It's also an important balance decision. Like, by making it this way, let me go to my balance decisions. 4 game values? No. Fix me, 2, no. Balance decisions. Make this a list. So I should know what. Okay. Anti-airs that cover both sides. I could have a redundant special move on block, so that all of one button has its specials duplicated, since a lot of fighters have 3 or more attack button special move variants. Give regular block, recovery or startup, but can be cancelled from different attacks. To allow for air attacks, you landed and cancelled. No. Blocks high and low or so cross-ups are required. Does block high or hand low so that cross-ups are required? Aeration, block and block. About rotor and block. Universal design of reversal DPs, especially invincible ones. Pick one block or block projectile, block player. Screen freeze something like tag or drive rush. Throw tag block. Push back timing for game. This game is fixed. Special move button specific for meter gain setups and or damage. Example like combos give more special meter, mediums give setup, and heavy give damage maybe as per attacking. Combo difficulty at the highest level for the game can be balanced between 13-minute players. Yeah, not knowing how I want my player to turn around. One idea is a lock on things like the enemy has, and another is to have a turn around delay or something like that when pressing back. And that can be cancelled into specials and they turn as after. Mm-hmm. Because I had the turnaround system before with the delay in a way, but I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. But then we also have like, okay, I think I want the lock-on system. The lock-on system seems better for me because it's already coded. I don't need to recode anything. Uh, my goodness, why are you taking forever? Mm hmm 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 Pressing back starts a certain way, bring that delay. Mm. I have block as a button, and I'd probably force them to commit to a direction when pressing it. It um not auto case. Mm-hmm. The game has to know which way you're facing to enter his bag correctly as the block input. In the first place, since your project uses dedicated blocking that intended to exist, facing only needs to matter for one, which side your hitbox is, attack box is. Not in resolving a high-low block relative to attack direction. Given the force commit to an action direction on block presses, clean, workable design. Player presses block, face block. Must order the direction currently pressing or facing. If no direction is held, the same moment while blocking is held. Does not auto track the opponent, no block on first. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I'm still not sure. It's actually an interesting thing to deal with. Simple move, add hitbox, add basic stats, man. Mm-hmm. Custom 0, 10, nation 10, 10, 10, stop frames, 2, damage, 100, stun away, hit sound, hit type, mid, and then um, save as example uh, attack that 1. I need a folder here. Expand. No, expand. Create new folder. Call it example layer for asset lib. Okay. Test player, and then can I save as in save as an organization? Testing example player. Um. Okay. Add a hitbox. Just put it here. Simple, reasonable, punch or something. I'll add the sprite. Quick load. Nope. Quick load. Punch. There's the standing punch. Jab. There we go. Right. Said 1 divide by 8. 1. Region on. Edit region. 128. $384. Yeah. No, turn it off. Okay. Mm-hmm. Attached into me. 88. Actually, let's make it 80 dollars. Mm-hmm. And then empty scene, 2D scene. Let's add a child node. Rigid body 2D. Let's add a collision shape. Just a rectangle. Okay. Let's add a sprite. 2D gradient. Delete one. Delete this. No, no. That and go solid. Change the color to brown, which is like yellow, but darker. Okay. Then match the size and shape of the actual shape. Okay, collision shape above it. Okay, and then save this. No 2D. Quick load. Spawn object. I will test it. Run the scene. Validate that. Right. Okay. So if I do this, okay. Respawns. Not this one. So override on max. Example scene. Okay, so the rigid bodies are a little annoying. The sprite is a little off. That's doable. So maybe you should use a static body. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't that make more sense? Because it doesn't move. Also, that seems to be a problem for this one. Fix me slash known errors. The spawn object for the player spawns all at once when used. Okay. Why is that? There's no loop here, so it's looping somewhere else where spawn is called, which I think would be in frame. Or spawner in spawners spawn one time when set disabled. That's if it's true. This is attending it. So what's the issue? Should we change it to like if value is true? Can we change the number of frames to 2? Either way, it's gonna work fine now because it's in simple. Okay. Let's increase the sprite height by 8. Native each sample. Okay. Yeah, you can spawn a wall. But you can't spawn 2, from what I can tell, which causes more problems. It just causes closure problems. Yeah, they just do that. Okay, yeah, no, don't spawn 2. Um, max allow to exist. Equals 1 is a default, because oh my goodness, that's not going to work on the player. Um, mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, currently set to 1 only if used on a player. Tough one, but not exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One frames. Sample, run. Projectile is alive for 10. Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess. Let me add another frame and move this spawn object to the last frame. Add end frame. Not you. Example now. Another frame mode is enabled. Okay. You know the web to party. Okay. Anyways, well, my niece wants to enter my room for some reason. Uh, I'm busy with this, so no. Complex moves, or just as an animation. Dash part, animation resource, sure. What's the displacement? Okay, sure. I put it on a quarter circle. Let's test it. Mm-hmm. Doing that on light kick was a bad idea. These should be on light punch. All of these should be on light punch. What am I doing? Um, complex move. Softball, but not exactly. That's again the wrong one. Rounded ones. No thanks. This one. Not light kick. Okay. Punch. Okay, go run it now. Okay. Since there's 3 frames, it's probably not a great idea to keep it that way. Yeah. So, yeah, this move is a little bit much. And then this is simply the thing I can do. Okay, let's change the frame data on the simple move to actually have, like, reasonable things. And let's take the complex move. Let's reduce these numbers by, like, 10. Simple attack. It's just punches. Okay. And this. Cool. Okay, this second part, let me actually give it more height. -50. Oh, I make it do it in 30 frames. Let's do it in 10 frames, and let's do this 0. Sample, run. It keeps the previous one. The momentum of start. Should just not use the dash. The dash feels bad. This. Okay, and then I want to open some information on that stuff because I don't like that part. Okay. For loop if kill momentum start. This should be before everything. Precise control. If thing is entity base, if kill momentum of start, kill it. It should be before and after the loop. That feels right. That's also fix me. Kill momentum should be outside of the loop. Yeah. Those are some example moves. I'll probably make them a little slower. Frames there, and 20 frames here. 40 total frames. Try it. No. No. Okay. Seems a little better, but right. No, 100 pixels and 20 frames instead of frames. Nice. Okay. So that's the example character. The following moves. Then after the example character, I'll put in this scene some labels, really. I think that's the best way. Okay. Add node here. Label. Okay. Welcome to the fightvaina example scene. Player here. The player here has 3 moves. They are set to light punch, down quarter circle forward, light punch, and forward quarter circle up plus light punch. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the moves. They're set up to order circle light punch. The first move is a simple jab. The second is a movement move with no hit boxes. And the third move is a partial replica of Toph's put a wall up move in the new Avatar game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Simple jab. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Nope. Save branches scene. Save branches scene. Simple move. Complex move. Okay. So basic data. Mm-hmm. Rename. Sample. Tag data. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright, so build an example scene for the tool asset library. In this example, let's put over to the right here is child load. Nope, instantiate child scene. Child scene, zoner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or to the right there is an example of a CPU designed to be a zoner boss. That has some combos. But right, there's an example zoner. It has some oh wait, that's the other thing. More example. Oh, it'll open up. I'm gonna put it here because I suspect it's gonna open up on Origin for a new install. Okay, yeah. Okay. Is that the example scene? I think that's most of the example scene. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Click on me and then press F. Or is it just focus on center? Okay, no, that's focus on center. Mhm. Um, mm, one more examples. See the developers YouTube. And then I have a UI element. I know my socials or something is here on a basic label. Where is it hiding? Um, mhm. If I press escape, no, because this player doesn't have the other stuff, I think. Or is it just that testing has the scenes, like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So testing has the escape gets you all this stuff with things. Okay. Sample scene, run it. What? There's stable text? Yeah, okay. Copy, example, paste. Mm-hmm. For more, more info on the tool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, it rained today. Cool. Okay, so that's the small bit of like advertising as well. Okay, you can try the player. It's not like built uh, to work with that. Um, because they don't have the following inputs. They don't have the same inputs as me. Not sure how to set this up. Alright, okay. Example scene. For the right, there's an example of lines disorder that has. Okay, let's add a label. Label. Move here. Mm-hmm. Example scene. Example that's up there. Okay. Most of the other stuff is just there to help me. Shared systems. Okay. Yeah, as a file for like the asset library, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to put and how to prepare for it. So let's start with like the account stuff maybe. I forget what my GitHub is linked to, which email. Account, username, successor, emails, primary email. Okay, I see. That email. Hmm. Which email do I actually want to use? That's the question that I don't know. Hmm. I'll use this one. New user register. And then I'll tell off the password to be. I could write it down physically as a reminder note. But then it's at risk of being stolen from my room, which it's my room. I'll just have my password hint. I think that's fine. Mm, register. Need to verify email. Yeah. Did I only spell it right? No, I still spelled it wrong. This word is impossible. Good thing it's in my password because I can't spell it. Yep. Okay. What is the difference? Right. This is for the other email. Okay. All right. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now we go to two-factor authentication. What the heck happened? There's an exploit going on top of a DDoS attack, according to my family, on Xbox and PlayStation. Damn. Okay, back to authenticating two-factor authentication. Sorry for getting distracted. Creating an account for this thing is important. Um, the number, the numbers are not set. Okay, yeah. Authenticated. Okay, godot, chatbot. Okay, I am considered logged in. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Ticket information, display name, profile picture. Please visit this to change the image associated with your email address. Really? Why? GR avatar and change the image associated with your email address. What? Not Proton. There we go. And then check the verification code, inbox, refresh, this code, cool. What is GR avatar? What does GR stand for? Continue, upload. Where did I put this file? I think it's in hobbies, art, references, big assets. No, where should I put this thing? YouTube? Yes, that's it. Okay. All right. Save and yeah, continue. continue. Do this later. Is there no like black and white? What is G avatar before I come to this? Hmm. Mm-hmm. User can register an account based on their email address and upload an image of their choice associated with that email address. Popular for blogging software. When a user posts a comment on such a blog that requires an email address, the blogging software checks whether that email address is an associated avatar. If so, the avatar is shown along with the comment. The avatar is supported natively in WordPress. User profile that is. Mm, the dictionary type language you want to purchase recently has mitigated to an algorithm can consider secure. Okay. Um. mm, why? Yeah, back in 2019, 2020, one with data, usernames, MD5 hashes of email addresses. Why though? You know what? How about no? Can I just delete the account? Hmm. Wait, why do you have to me go to a different website for this? This isn't even to delete the account. What the hell? No, closing your WordPress account also affects your other automatic services before proceeding use. Consider your use of the following. Okay, yeah. Delete account. Continue. I'm just gonna copy the damn text. Okay. You know what? We're not changing the icon. It's fine. Don't care. Don't trust it. Okay. My library. Your library is empty, or add assets to your library. My uploads. Upload one here. Create existing publisher, new publisher. This is a publisher that users will see in the store. Create new publisher. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Terms of service. It's actually pretty short. Let's look at these. Website is operated by the Godot Foundation in the Netherlands. Nice. Provider requires creating account on the website. Yada yada yada. Marketplace platform. Providers are solely responsible for the software and assets they upload, and users are fully responsible for the way they use such assets and software. As such, mainly grants access to the website as a platform to providers and users. Godot Foundation is not required to accept self-as any content that's illegal, virus, malicious, deceitful, violating copyright, any content that is degrading the image of a reputation of Godot. Don't put, may close any account without discretion or without notice. As such, but not limited to providing content provided under these terms, hacking or tampering with IT systems. Providers of software and assets, once they are registered an account and provide the full accurate information required to do so, providers can upload software and assets on the platform. In platform's backends, they can choose to offer their content for free without the possibility of making donation if such option is made available to them by uploading in content, yada yada. By uploading, grant worldwide non-exclusive, unlimited, assignable, sub-licensable, royalty-free license to the Go Foundation for distribution. Grant a worldwide non-exclusive, unlimited, perpetual, unassignable license to users who access or download such content lawfully and paying for such a license prices set by the content. Providers enter agreements. Providers shall be in charge of customer support and shall provide users with the possibility of contacting for that purpose. Providers agree to make paid the defense costs and hold harmless foundation and affiliates. Liabilities on me. That's something. Provided as is. Financial aspect, when providers have opted for the price setting, receiving donations for the content they uploaded, they shall use payment service third-party provider. which the Godot Foundation has selected. They expect that Godot receives a net commission in the amount specified when uploading the content that revenue generated by sales or donations through the platform, which shall be deducted automatically from the amount and then any sales tax. As I believe I've mentioned, third-party payment, they accept revenues. Yeah, it's mostly just talking taxes and income. Absence of warranty does not guarantee good function and maintenance of this platform. Does not guarantee users stuff. It does not guarantee to providers any such promotional activity. Data privacy. Sounds like basic stuff right there. From Skim. The stuff. Godot Foundation does not share information with third parties except for required under law. Any EU resident has the right to personal information held about it, and such personal information that be corrected or deleted. Foreign, all commissions or other payments owed to the Godot Foundation shall be immediately due if the termination concerns a private writer. Alterations in exchange that by nature must prove to shall survive the expiration agreement. If these terms are declared unenforceable or invalid, the remainder will continue to be valid and enforceable tolerance. The Foundation enforcement, these terms shall never be constructed as are any of these such terms. All disputes relating to the use of the platform shall be handled in the first instance through discussions by mutual agreement, despite disputes that cannot be resolved in this way shall be subject to exclusive jurisdiction of the courts of Amsterdam, Netherlands. Okay. Continue. Can I just like save for now? Mm-hmm. Uh, usage of AI is used to consultation. There. G and U3? Mm-hmm. Tools, assets, template demos. I'll save full project. Duty, that's the first tag. Fighting. A flexible tool to allow for frame by frame control of attacks. No. A tool to make very complex fighting game characters. Work in progress. Can I just go here and click save? Yes. Okay, so it's not like uploaded. Publish and it for review. Okay. With a copy left license. That's probably important for a lot of people. Character is work in progress. Media, video. YouTube is the only platform supported. Media versions. Okay. 1 GB. I mean, Godot stuff is pretty small, so if I check my file system, what time is it? Yeah, 4:38. If I check my file system, hobby, Godot games, and then just properties, it's not even 81 megabytes. How? How? Sorry, it's only 81 megabytes. How is it not even 100? Why is Godot so efficient? Why is text so efficient too? Gosh. Okay. Um. Ah, yes, I love Markdown. Stable. No. Mm, mm, Marking as not stable if it's a beta, release candidate, or okay. Minimum Godot requirement. I don't know. Maximum compatible Godot version. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to update those. Pricing. Only free assets in the basic data. Call to action displayed on donation. If you want to donate, uh, here. Damn it. I don't have a donation URL. Your donate website URL, something. Okay, I don't. Okay. Okay. Let me just go grab my URL stuff here. Code. Right, nothing here is actually worthwhile. Click maybe? Nope. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I don't got it off the top of my head right now, especially with just 20 minutes left today. Fighting game characters. Um, the goal is to have goal is to have a tool that can make any existing game. The goal is to have the tool be usable with low or no code. Sorry, no, not a complex tool. A tool, fighting game character creator. No code. Fighting game character creator tool. For Godot with low code. Low or no code. Let's fix this. Free AI usage. Let me just grab my AI disclosure actually. The YouTube channels, edit, link. Okay, I didn't save that I. What? Oh, okay. Save that. Fighting game character creator tool for Godot with low or no code required. And video documentation on how the tool was built and video tutorials on how to use it. Work in progress with a copyleft license. Okay. Video documentation on how the tool was built. Video tutorials on how to use it. Has a copyleft license. Video documentation on how parts of the tool are built. Tool was built. Video tutorials on how to use it. Has a copyleft license. On how to video documentation on how to rebuild the systems used. Putting in character creator tool for Godot with low or no code required. Video documentation on how to rebuild the systems used. Video tutorials on how to use it as is. As a copy. Made by a crumb of bread worms. If I type in doc, yeah, I don't have a quick thing for that. Okay. Tags, 2D, lighting, character creator. Can I have more than 5 tags though? Uh, 1, 2, CPU. Fighting game character creator tool for Godot with low or no code. Character creator tool for Godot with low or no code required. Video documentation on how to build it. Readable systems used. Video tutorials on how to use it. This tool has the following things you can do probably. Make a character that spawns any scene you can make. Has basic tools for making attacks that are editable per frame. Probably. Make an attack that moves the player. Make custom stuns. Stuns. Um, yes, let me just, if I'm doing that, I might as well do it with like this thing's code. Here, ah, that's annoying. Of course not. Just right, this is going to be very hard to get right the first time every time. That's not. actually have autocorrect. Yo, let's go. Sample character, sample zoner character. Control is definitely going to be a word that's used. Okay, not potions position. Velocity changes. Position. Velocity to the correct position. Spawn object scene. Scene. Ability. Special. Cancels. Not spherical. Special. Scroll up so this stuff goes back on current. Supported. Border circle. Hitting projectiles. Do not hit boxes too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Edit. An AI prompt. A helper. AI prompt to edit the very repetitive file moveless.gg. I made that basically for this. Save. Frame by frame mode for control. Basic stun manager. Attack, velocity, and position animations. Animated by changing velocity fast. Stun to correct values, but developers can set position changes and control how fast the player moves from one position to the other using curves to edit the motion. That is going to be at the very end. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a new one. Edit. That is it. Oops. me adding yourself, see the move this video, and it was to do so. A helper prop. Mm-hmm. And a helper AI prompt to edit the very repetitive file. Okay, save. Yeah, it's basically 5. Am I done, like, cutting out all the fluff that I don't really need? Um, Not 100% sure. Doing this, hopefully I can offload some development. Um, Work in progress, made by Akrama Librarians. Please help by making contributions that you also fully understand and could make a video explanation of how that system was edited or built. Mm-hmm. Uh, Regarding contributing, um, if it's small, make a GitHub issue. If it's large, make a video explanation of how it was built. And an issue. I don't know how to. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm, yeah. Mm-hmm. Decision, yeah, decision. Mm, guesstimates. That's an actual word. Okay, cool. Mm, quality AI. Um, percent star guesstimates. Mm-hmm. 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 Community, 0%, because there isn't any yet. Guesstimates. Mm, right. Save. Is there a way to just find this? Choose an open source license. Okay, I guess this works. Save. Work in progress. Copy license. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is good. Discussion sessions. Okay. Anyways. All right. I'm gonna call it there for today. We got started on the actual store page, kind of. I bet we made the account, or I made the account, and that's that's something. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Screw you, Gravatar. I don't like you because of the amount of times you've been hacked. All right. Yamamasa. I will see you tomorrow. Where either I start making the videos to actually like guide myself a little bit more on what to keep and what not to keep, and then the other thing I could do is no. Do I make the videos or just the scripts? Videos or scripts or what? What is the thing that needs to be made? Before I go, I'm at least going to write down a sticky note, and I just need to figure out what I want. So first off, there's vids. Those need scripts, recordings, other things. I might take the time I spent making this thing as like um that thing. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I think I need the other one. Because the video creation can be done and deleted quite easily. But I don't know. Vids. I need to make vids. I need to cut bloat. I think I've already done most of the documentation updating. What else is there? Videos, cut bloat. Um, draft script to plan bloat cut. I think that's about it. For the specific bids. Oh wait, no, I have a random thing for that. Video making. Okay. I mean, that's the kind of being worked on. Do I need the video making? Because I have the scripts, devlog stuff, devlog ones for kind of. So first off, I want to change these. This one is done. That was not done. Yeah, okay. Should talk to turn this back on actually. Text system 2, not including cancels, that's not done. That video is not done. Responsible usage VI. How blockflow works, including projectile case, is not done. Quick way to handle frame by frame stuff. I don't know what that means, mainly. Yep. Again, these should be in this form. Okay. And then this would be videos for the asset library, so how to make char, how to make advanced attacks, how to make a CPU project overview with version number. Save that, close that, and I'll call it here. LRSI.